Hello everyone, welcome to the Stateless Standard. Are you tired of donkeys and elephants? Well, you found the right place because we are too.
For today's video, we're going to talk about a massive wealth distribution scheme that transfers wealth from the bottom to the top.
What if I told you that the rising cost of your morning coffee isn't mere misfortune? It's the symptom of a deliberate mechanism designed to redistribute wealth from your pocket to the halls of power. This is no conspiracy. It's inflation, the silent engine of economic inequality, masquerading as progress. Today, we uncover how this hidden tax operates, who it benefits, and why it matters to you.
At its core, inflation is not simply prices going up, though that's the visible effect we all feel. Inflation is the debasement of currency. When central banks, like the Federal Reserve, create money out of thin air through mechanisms such as quantitative easing or deficit spending. Since the United States abandoned the gold standard in 1971, the dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power.
A loaf of bread that cost 25 cents then demands $2.50 today. But why? Governments and banks print trillions to fund wars, bailouts, and entitlements. Trillions that dilute the value of every dollar you hold. This isn't accidental inefficiency. It's a feature, not a bug. As economist Milton Friedman aptly noted, inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon.
And in this phenomenon lies a profound truth. Inflation is, at its heart, a wealth redistribution scheme. To grasp this redistribution, consider the Cantillon effect, named after 18th century economist Richard Cantillon. When new money enters the economy, it doesn't spread evenly, like rain on parched soil. It flows first to the privileged banks, corporations, and governments.
These early recipients spend it before prices rise, snapping up assets like stocks, real estate, and commodities at yesterday's values. By the time this fresh capital trickles down to you, the wage earner, the retiree on a fixed pension, prices have already surged. Your dollar buys less. Your savings erode. In essence, inflation transfers wealth from those who save in cash to those who borrow and speculate.
Who are the winners? Debtors, chief among them the state itself. The U.S. government, saddled with $35 trillion in debt, pays it back with dollars worth less than when borrowed. A $1 trillion bond issued at 2% interest, repaid in inflated currency. It's a bargain for Washington. Banks thrive too, lending at fixed rates while their assets balloon.
The losers? Savers and the middle class. Your grandmother's life savings, parked in a low-yield account, wither away. Fixed-income workers see real wages stagnate or decline. U.S. median wages have barely budged in decades when adjusted for true inflation, which official metrics like the Consumer Price Index often understate by excluding volatile food and energy costs.
This isn't hyperbole. During the 1970s stagflation, inflation peaked at 13.5%, eroding retirements overnight. More recently, post-2020 money-printing orgies drove inflation to 9.1% in 2022, hitting the poorest households hardest, those spending 80% of income on essentials. Inflation then isn't neutral, it's regressive, widening the chasm between the financial elite and everyone else.
History whispers warnings we ignore at our peril. In ancient Rome, emperors debased silver denarii by mixing in base metals, funding conquests while bread riots ensued. The result? Societal collapse. Fast forward to 1923 Weimar Germany. Hyperinflation rendered a loaf of bread cost billions of marks, wiping out the middle class and paving the road to extremism.
Closer to home, the Federal Reserve's mandate, stable prices, and maximum employment has morphed into a tool for fiscal enablers. Since 2008's financial crisis, central banks worldwide have conjured $20 trillion in new money. This helicopter money, as former Fed Chair Ben Bernanke termed it, props up asset bubbles. Home prices up 50% in 5 years, stocks at all-time highs, yet median household wealth stagnant for most.
Governments love inflation because it's taxation without legislation. No vote required to print. No uproar over explicit tax hikes. As the article we draw from astutely observes, it's theft by dilution, robbing Peter to pay Paul, where Paul is often the political class or their cronies. In 2020 alone, U.S. fiscal deficits hit $3.1 trillion, monetized through Fed balance sheet expansion.
The outcome? A stealth transfer from future generations, burdened with devalued dollars, to today's spendthrifts. The societal toll is profound. Eroded trust in institutions, deferred dreams, and a culture of debt over discipline. Young families delay homeownership, elders ration medications. Yet awareness is the antidote. By understanding inflation's mechanics, we reclaim agency.
Consider sound money alternatives, assets immune to debasement. Gold has preserved value for millennia, outpacing inflation by design. Or digital gold. Bitcoin, with its hard-coded 21 million supply cap, challenges fiat monopolies. Since inception, Bitcoin's purchasing power has soared 200-fold, rewarding holders against the inflationary tide. These aren't panaceas, but tools to opt out of the redistribution game.
Educate yourself. Diversify beyond dollars. Advocate for transparency in monetary policy. In doing so, we don't just protect our wealth. We fortify the foundations of a freer, fairer economy. Inflation may be the great equalizer in theory, but in practice, it's a rigged scale, tilting ever toward the powerful. As we've explored, it's no benign force. It's a calculated redistribution, echoing through history's ruins.
Yet knowledge arms us against it. Thank you for joining this examination of the silent wealth transfer. If this resonated, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more unfiltered economic truths. Share your thoughts below. Has inflation reshaped your finances? What sound money strategies do you employ? Until next time, guard your wealth wisely.
Thank you for watching The Stateless Standard. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more unfiltered economic truths. Keep learning, stay free.